Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he passes on the touchback. Here it comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Quarterback empties his backfield. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. Oh, he got loose. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for room. It's high. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Snowed under by the defense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looks as if he's going to run it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warp Dunwer, you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to. How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Going over the top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Just keep slinging it. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Dickens. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
So now it's 2nd and long. RPO, fire complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Extra point here will tie the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. On the run, deep down the right side. Breaks it inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. There he goes. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games. This guy's put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I love how the wide receiver just wasn't lazy on this play because he could have cut that route short, but he knew he had to extend the route to make sure he got that first down and help keep this drive alive.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by a field goal over Iowa State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Dickens. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's moving out of the pocket, and he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Van Buren. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. to the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted, number 19. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's high. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Got the quick pass. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He's got it still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Looking for the score. Touchdown Seminoles! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Quarterback making adjustments. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Van Buren. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Makes it past the marker. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got his man quickly. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The give out of the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Noles in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Noles. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead. But
shit supposed to be picked, boy. You lucky, boy.
They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 21 to Indiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Able to pick up a couple on 1st down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Gators! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the Gators have chalked down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense is
turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes to the right. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
And the Seminoles want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection.
Boy, you getting some lucky shit, boy, on my life, boy.
Down at the 32.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Buying some time. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, Seminoles! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger
I'm over this bitch tripping.
time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a
I should just kept running the fucking ball. I'm over this bitch tripping for real.
Had their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save time as possible for their offense. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. On the move. It's high. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Florida.
The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.